welcome to this week's Celebration Assembly as we reach the end of the spring term before our Easter holidays. This is the 39th version of our Celebration Assemblies as we have now reached our first anniversary of online celebration and virtual assemblies. Who would have ever thought that this time last year? And every single week when I record these videos, I wish we were all together in the hall celebrating and singing together, and maybe one day very soon we will be able to do that again. But I am really proud of our celebration assemblies. It's always fantastic to hear about the success across the school all week, and we're going to start as always with that now because it's time for our stars of the week. Here we go.
Hello everyone, Mrs. Mengam here from Donaldson class. I can't believe it's the last day of term. What a strange and interesting term it's been this time round. Just wanted to start by saying, just wow, Donaldson, you've really blown my socks off with, and I'm so incredibly proud of all of you this term. You've been shining superstars every single day, every single one of you. Never forget how brilliant you all are. Our star of the week this week, though, is someone who's very quiet in our class, but always making good choices, always trying hard to do the right thing. Even though they're shy and quiet, a really important member of our team. You are dependable, just like Daisy, and super resilient, like Rocco. I couldn't be more proud of this person, and I want to say a huge well done to you, not just for this week, but for every week since we started school right back in September. Our star of the week this week is Olivia Hallam. Well done to you. You are brilliant. Keep up the great work.
Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Kendall here on the bottom floor at the end of a very, very busy and quite unusual term. But I think that Milne class has risen to the occasion, and as I always say, they have made me one of the proudest teachers ever. So thank you all of Milne class. We deserve, or you deserve, a holiday, definitely. You've worked so hard this term. Now I've chosen my star of the week this week because this little person makes me smile from ear to ear, and particularly this week I've noticed how very helpful he's being around our classroom, how he's playing beautifully with all of his friends. He's just so full of life, full of enthusiasm, always wants to please, and always wants to do the right thing as well. He's trying so hard with his writing and his reading and his maths. I've checked out his numbers this week, and he was really had a good understanding of all of his numbers. So I think he is just amazing, and he's definitely passionate like Paolo. So for all of those reasons, the star of the week this week has to go to Ted.
Good morning, Team GR. Miss Folks here on the ground floor. What a busy, successful week we've had. We have been innovating our story. We're going on a bear hunt. We've been going on panda hunts and parrot hunts. I'm so impressed with all of my class for their amazing innovating and writing. You are all superstars. Again, as always, it's been a very tricky choice for my star of the week. But there is one person who has been trying really hard not to call out during our talking time, and who has just shown that she can be super dependable over the past couple of weeks. She always shows passion for her learning, and most of all, she's showing such passion for her reading. She's always saying, Miss Folks, Mrs. Carty and Izio, can I come and read with you now? Which is just incredible because she wants to become a better reader, and she knows that if she practices, she will. She's been working so hard in everything that we do, and as soon as she walks through the hall in the morning, she gives me the biggest smile on my face because she's just such an amazing little person. So, for all those reasons, my star of the week, it's Pippa!
Hi everyone, Miss Barrett here from Rosen Class on the ground floor. So, star of the week again for our last time before the Easter holidays, and oh my goodness, what a hard choice it is going to be this week, because everybody in Rosen Class has just been shining so brightly all week. It's been such a hard choice, and I had 3 or 4 names that I just couldn't choose between, but I've picked somebody who has been a passionate Paolo all week. She has been trying hard to get in early and get started with her early bird maths straight away, and I can see huge progress already in all of the things that she's been learning. And she has also been trying really hard to shine brightly, even when not in our classroom and moving around school and trying to do that. Sometimes she finds it a little bit tricky to do it quickly, so she's been trying hard to be one of the first people in the class, and it's just been so lovely to see how enthusiastic and determined she's been this week. So she really deserves Star of the Week for our class this week, and I'm super proud of her, and I hope she continues carrying on being amazing. So Star of the Week for Rosen Class is Mahi!
Good morning, Team GR. I hope you're all well, and well done for getting to the end of such a challenging half term. It has been a pleasure, and we have done it together with pride, so well done. Now, my star of the week this week, quite simply, is somebody who has grown in confidence day by day by day since we have come back. They have just been walking around school with such a spring in their step, and it has been so lovely to see them grinning from ear to ear, having such great fun at break times, having such great fun playing with new activities, bopping and dancing around at break times. We were playing some racket games together earlier on in the week, and they were such a good listener and so confident and so happy to be playing with so many new groups of friends. So it has been brilliant to see their passion like Paolo outside. But also, like I said before, they have been bringing that new passion and new resilience into their learning, into their phonics, into their maths, and into their everyday life in the classroom. So it's been so lovely to see that new confidence giving them a new boost in everything that they have been doing at Grove Road. So quite simply, for those reasons, my star of the week this week is Riley from Donaldson Class. Well done, Riley. Keep up the great work.
Hi guys, Mrs. Smithson here from Morpurgo Class on the middle floor. What a brilliant final week we have had of this half term. I am sure we are all now ready for a lovely break away from some schoolwork. The children in Morpurgo Class have really worked super duper hard this week. They have really been challenging themselves with their maths and have had to dig deep to be super resilient. We have worked really hard as well at writing our stories to go with our island picture book, and we have created some amazing pieces of writing. Now, my star of the week this week, or our star of the week this week, is a young lady who could be star of the week every single week, because she is just everything we would like a child at Grove Road School to be. She is just the most friendly, smiley, happiest young lady who just has such a passion for her learning. And I've really noticed this young lady has developed a brilliant sense of humour during lockdown and is just making me laugh every single day. This week she's created a rather strange hybrid animal, including a chinchilla. I'm sure that's just giving it away. My star of the week for always being brilliant, always giving 110% is Alessia. Well done, Alessia.
Hi everyone! In Reynolds class this week we have been writing some stories using a beautiful picture book called Island, and you can see some of the pictures behind me, and all of Reynolds class have blown me away with their stories this week. I have loved reading about their island, whether it be a sea turtle like Rocco or a big blue whale. I've read about some crabs and some stingrays, So well done everybody, I'm really proud of you, and you've all done some super maths this week too. My star of the week tried so hard on his story. He thought really carefully about his sentences and where they needed to stop and how he could make them interesting by using adjectives. And my star of the week has also shown amazing passion with his reading this week. He has been enjoying a story about a turtle. He's enjoyed a story about a barn owl. He's remembered to do his quizzes after, and also he's then gone home and created his own little books similar to the stories that he's read and drawn lots of pictures. And I am just absolutely blown away by the enthusiasm that my star has shown. Me and Mrs. MacArthur are really, really proud of him. He's grown so much in confidence and he is being really intrepid and sharing lots of ideas in lots of different subjects in class. And his maths has just left me speechless because he has been working so hard on his column method and thinking about, oh, well, if I know that 3 times 4 is 12, I know that 4 times 3 is also 12, and I know that 12 divided by 3 is 4, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. So for just being a super mathematician, a passionate reader, an amazing writer, and making us smile every day, my star of the week is Machoose. Oops. Machoose.
Hi, this is Mrs. Holmberg from Kurdish Pandy class. Only I'm not in Kurdish Pandy class because there's a very strange echoing, because I'm actually standing on the stairwell, because Kurdish Pandy class have had a great time this week looking at Judith Kerr and doing some amazing art to decorate our stairwells. And I'm standing here because my star of the week was so intrepid and really, really resilient with his art. And once upon a time, he would have torn it up and put it in the bin, but not anymore. He sat there, he concentrated so well and really tried to make it fantastic. He improved it, he thought about it, and he took great care. Not only that, but we've been doing some reading assessments and he sat there for 20 minutes concentrating and was super proud of his results. He doesn't always find it to be easy to be dependable, but he is working so hard on it. He was also resilient this week because he fell over and hurt himself, and it was a really nasty bump, but he was really brave and really kept going. So everybody in my class knows who this is, but all the grown-ups in Kurdish Pandy class are so proud of how far you've come, Harry, and you are our star of the week. Really well done.
Hi, it's Mr. Morn here from the Year 5 Pullman class, and we had a great week as we've concluded our slightly unusual spring term with lots of lovely writing and art and some great maths going on. Well, my star of the week is the most enthusiastic reader. He really is a champion of reading in our class, and that has helped to power his fabulous writing as well, which is full of imagination, maturity and great ideas. Not only that, he's a rather mean mathematician as well, and he's very willing to pop his hand up and help us out with some words of wisdom in our math sessions. He is also a lovely, mature character, full of useful and sometimes useless information which amuses us and interests us in our classroom, and which he weaves into his work. And he also knows how to just sit quietly and get on, which is a great skill to have as well. So my star of the week for his passion and his enthusiasm for all his learning, not just this week actually, but for all of different weeks in our rather unusual spring term, is Harrison.
This is Mrs. Ravina in Ralph class, and this week I have been so impressed at the incredible resilience that members of Ralph class have shown. We have been doing our end of term assessments and they have absolutely bowled me over. I could not be prouder of every single one of them. Alongside that, we've also made sure we've had some fun. We've done some lovely Charlie Maxey art, we've had some fun in science, and we've done some finishing off of our class novel, The Last Bear. One person though throughout this week has really stood out. Not only has he been incredibly resilient, but he's been enthusiastic in every single task, even those that I think he would say he doesn't normally enjoy, and that's made me really proud. More than this though, he's been a fantastic friend and brilliant company when we've been doing our daily mile. This week's Star of the Week is for someone who has come back from lockdown and given his all every single day. Casper, this week, your Ralph class Star of the Week. Well done.
Good morning, everybody. It's Mr. Harrison from Taylor class on the top floor. So for our Start of the Week this week, it won't come as a huge surprise to the class because we've been having a really big focus on history, particularly focusing in on World War I and what caused it, what led to people applying to be in the army and when people had to join the army, and also focusing on a particular person called Walter Tull. Now, we're really fortunate as a class that we actually have a historian in the room. She's an absolute expert at all things historical, particularly with a focus on World Wars I and II. Not only that, but she's reached the lofty heights of the Smiley Sun 4 days in a row so far. So for being an incredible historian, for being super dependable and showing all of our pride values in her learning and her attitudes around school, our Star of the Week is Lexi.
So the Star of the Week this week for the children in the house is somebody who has been incredibly dependable all week this week, who has been a really passionate learner and is just an absolute delight to be around. So we want to say well done to the Star of the Week for the children in the house. Well done, Danny.
Hi guys, Miss Johnson here from Donaldson class. My shout out are for my 7 receptionees. They have been smashing maths this week. They've been shining so bright, trying so hard, and they've remembered all of their 3D shaped names. I am so proud of them. Well done guys, and enjoy your Easter holidays because you deserve it. Bye!
Hello, it's Mrs. Hale here from Rosen class on the ground floor. I'd like to give a really big shout out to Jake, because since coming back to school from lockdown, he's been trying so hard. He's been working really hard to try and follow grown-ups' instructions, something that he can find quite tricky at times. And he's been trying really hard with his work, being really resilient. And I'm really proud of you, Jake. And I know all the other teachers at school are as well. So keep it up and happy Easter. Bye.
Hi, Mrs. Hard here over in the house, and we would like to give a massive shout out to Cody this week. He has been so intrepid, just like Indy, and we're super proud of him. Keep up the great work. See you later.
Good morning everyone, Mr. Smith here. This week's shout out is for someone in Donaldson class. I've known this young person since September and can say it's been an absolute joy working with her. I also feel a little bit sad because today is our last day with this young person at Grove Road School. I wanted to say thank you so much, Martha, for all your hard work, engagement and always trying your best, and I hope you have lots of exciting adventures ahead.
Well done to our stars, and well done to everybody who has reached the Smiley Sun. Sunshine is out ready to celebrate your success, and for those of you who have had Head Teachers Awards, our pride song. So sing loudly, sing proudly. Team GR living and learning together with pride. Here we go.
Hallow is so passionate, he really loves to learn. Writing, playing, drawing games, he can't wait for his turn. Learning all the different things that we can do at school. Hallow thinks that learning's really cool. Rocco is resilient, he doesn't like to stop. Even when the work gets hard, he's aiming for the top. Getting stuck from time to time, he handles it so well. Rocco's even tougher than his shell. 'Cause we've got pride in things we do. Pride was me and you. Learning all together is the way. Pride in the ways we tell. Pride in the ways we share. Pride in all the things we do each day. Indy's an intrepid dog, he likes to try things out. Always doing something new, he's brave without a doubt. Finding all the ways to learn and marvellous mistakes. Indy shows that he's got what it takes. Daisy is dependable, on her you can rely. Helpful and cooperative, you know she'll always try. She works well with everyone, and teamwork is a must. Daisy is a dolphin you can trust. 'Cause we've got pride in things we do. Pride is me and you. Learning all together is the way. Pride in the ways we care. Pride in the ways we care. Pride in all the things we do each day. Ellie, she has empathy, she's sensitive and kind. Whatever your problems, you will never ever mind. Listen, help and understand, she takes the time to care. Ellie is your friend who's always there. 'Cause we've got pride in things we do. Pride is me and you. Learning all together is the way. Pride in the ways we care. Pride in the ways we care. Pride in all the things we do each day. Pride in all the things we do each day. Pride in all the things we do each day. P-R-I-D-E, that's pride.
Time for Mr. P Star of the Week. Team GR star goes to somebody who is always dependable, always shows lots of empathy by being kind and caring, and makes a huge difference and does a wonderful, wonderful job every week. So my star is Mrs.
Hi everybody, it's Mr. Harrison again. I just wanted to take this opportunity to share a message from the team at Grove Road. There's somebody at our school who works incredibly hard. He spreads sunshine and smiles wherever he goes. And he just makes this place such a wonderful, wonderful place to learn and to work. I found a quote the other day that made me think of this person. And my quote is, "Kindness is spreading sunshine into people's lives, regardless of the weather." Even if it's raining, even if it's snowing, if it's blustery and gusty with wind outside, this person makes our school a sunnier, brighter place to be. And for that reason, all of the staff at Grove Road want to say a huge thank you to Mr. Parkhouse.
What would you think if I sang out of tune?
Would you stand up and walk out on me?
Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song.
And I'll try not to sing out of key.
Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends.
Gonna try with a little help from my friends.
Reach the sky with a little help from my friends.
What do I do when my love is away?
Does it worry you to be alone?
How do you feel at the end of the day?
Are you sad because you're on your own?
No, I get by with little help from my friends.
Gonna try with a little help from my friends.
Reach the sky with a little help from my friends.
Do you need anybody?
I need somebody to love.
Could it be anybody?
I want somebody to love.
Would you believe in love at first sight?
Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time.
What do you see when you turn out the light?
I can't tell you, but I know that it's mine.
Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends.
Gonna try with a little help from my friends.
Reach the sky with a little help from my friends.
Do you need anybody?
I just need someone to love.
Could it be anybody?
I want somebody to love.
Oh, I'll get by with a little help from my friends.
Gonna try with a little help from my friends.
Reach the sky with a little help from my friends.
Yes, I get by with a little help from my friends.
With a little help from my friends.
Well done, everybody. Enjoy the rest of this final Friday of the spring term. Have a lovely and safe Easter holiday, and I can't wait to see you when we come back on Tuesday the 13th of April for what is definitely going to be a fantastic summer term. But for now, take care, stay safe. It's goodbye from me, Mr. P, and it's goodbye from Mrs. Mangum, Mrs. Kendall, Miss Barrett, Miss Folks, Mr. Mould, Mrs. Smithson, Miss Atkinson, Mrs. Holmberg, Mrs. Bune, Mr. Morland, Mrs. Rabina, and Mr. Harrison, and everyone from Team GR. Have a fantastic Easter holiday. Stay safe. See you tomorrow.
Hey Grove Road, my name is Action Jackson and I'm the UK Ambassador for Happiness. I want to take this time to wish you a happy Easter holiday. Whatever you do, make sure you relax, make sure you spend time with your family, and make sure you stay positive because you are amazing. Whatever you do, remember this phrase: happiness is a choice, I choose to be happy. Happiness is a choice, I choose to be happy. Happiness is a choice, I choose to be happy. Happiness is a choice, I choose to be happy. Whatever you do this Easter holiday, choose to be happy. Be positive. No fighting. Be nice. Okay? Remember, happiness is a choice, I choose to be happy. My name's Action Jackson. All the best. Take care. And remember, happiness is a choice, I choose to be happy. Happiness is a choice, I choose to be happy. Happiness is a choice, I choose to be happy. Be happy. Take care.